Hi YouTube, this is VidHead85 and I'm going to do a much shorter version of my spotlight on InuYasha. InuYasha is a great anime. It's comedy, it's drama, it's action, it's so much in 167 episodes plus 26 final act episodes plus 4 movies. So InuYasha it has a little bit of everything for every anime fan. Now, even if you think that it's a little derped out, I'm pretty sure that there are some things that even you can enjoy. Now, the main character is InuYasha, who is a dog demon with white hair and dog ears. And 50 years have passed when he was sealed to a tree with a sacred arrow by a priestess named Kikyo. Now, there was some betrayal between InuYasha and Kikyo, who really loved one another. And Kikyo wanted InuYasha to wish on the sacred jewel so that he would become human, and Kikyo, as the guardian of that jewel, would cease to be the guardian of the jewel because it would be purified and it would be no more. So, what ends up happening is there is an insidious plot by a third party who disguises themselves as InuYasha and Kikyo, putting them against one another and putting InuYasha to that sacred tree. Enter Kagome. Kagome is the reincarnation of the priestess Kikyo, who actually is a keeper of a shrine, and she falls down a well when Mistress Centipede, who's seeking the sacred jewel, gets it from her. Now, it's pushed out of her body as when something happens, but either way, now they have the sacred jewel. However, the sacred jewel is broken when Kagome shoots an arrow at a bird who is carrying the sacred jewel, and it splits and just to the 4 winds. Now, they have to collect the shards of the sacred Shikon jewel, which even the shards are pretty powerful, and demons seek it, and twisted humans seek it as well. Now, enter Shippo when he is also searching for the Shikon jewel to avenge his father, who was killed by the Thunder Demon tribe. Shippo is a cute little demon fox, and he has this thing called fox magic, which is mostly illusory, but he still has a great he is still a great addition to the cast, as he's kind of a cute little thing that he really loves Kagome, and InuYasha's always picking on him and punching him and things like that. But that's the kind of little I guess relationship that they have. After avenging his father, Shippo, with basically InuYasha ends up killing the Thunder Brothers in episode 10, where they meet Shippo. They decide that they're going to go traveling together because Shippo has no one. The only person he had was his father, and his father was killed by the Thunder Brothers. So now InuYasha and Kagome are his new family. Next, we have the lecherous monk Moroku, who is kind of like Happo-sai from Ranma 1/2. If you get that reference, then you obviously know. If not, take a look at the Wikipedia page of Ranma 1/2. Happo-sai is basically a lecher. He stands about that tall, and he's a kung fu master. However, Moroku has some of these traits, mainly his lecherous ones, and how he always says to every pretty girl, "Will you bear my children?" So they meet Moroku when he is also seeking the sacred Shikon jewel, and through a series of events, he decides that he's going to join them. Now, Moroku has a hole in his left or right hand that can suck up anything. 50 years ago, Moroku's grandfather fought Naraku, and every time Naraku appeared, he was in a different form, which leads InuYasha to believe that Naraku is the one that put Kikyo and InuYasha against one another, and thus contaminated the sacred jewel with malice, because of the simple fact of Kikyo and InuYasha's malice at the betrayal of one another. So anyway, with Moroku, he has that wind tunnel in his left hand or right hand, and the only way for that spell to be lifted is to kill Naraku. So that's how he gets into the search for the sacred Shikon jewel, because Naraku was seeking it, and so was he. And InuYasha, Kagome, and Shippo are also seeking the sacred Shikon jewel. So now they team up and go on and searching for the sacred Shikon jewel together. Next, we meet Sango. Sango is a demon slayer. She is as fierce as she is beautiful, and she is from a tribe of demon slayers. Now, the demon slayers are fierce in battle, and they're called away to a young lord's castle who has a demon who needs to dispatch a demon. However, the problem is that demon is pretty easy. What happens is Sango's little brother Kohaku kills every single person and almost kills Sango, until the young lord intercepts and basically tries to finish him off. Upon finding Sango is actually alive, Naraku, disguised as the young lord, tries to use Sango to kill InuYasha by convincing her that InuYasha is the one that killed all of the village, whereas it was actually Naraku and a horde of demons who were dispatched when the best of the demon slayers were whisked away for this mission. So after revealing Naraku's treachery, Sango first goes after InuYasha, then she joins InuYasha, Kagome, Shippo, and Moroku. Together, they search for the last remaining shards of the Shikon jewel, and their travels take them a long ways. Kikyo actually does make an appearance later on, and there is in the final act, I believe that there is a touching scene between Kikyo and InuYasha, where, spoiler alert, she actually dies. But the scene there and the music that's played, affections touching across time, which is one of my favorite pieces from this series, and I have the soundtrack, by the way, so I should know. And I haven't listened to all of it, but it's great. But anyway, that piece plays while InuYasha and Kikyo are holding each other for the last time. But Kagome and InuYasha obviously have some tension there where they really like each other, and the same is mirrored with Sango and Moroku. And a lot of times when Moroku is getting tender, he will caress her ample bottom, and then she will leave a handprint on his face. But that is exactly how it goes, of course, with these two. Even though they really like each other, there's always that tension there where they pretend that they don't, but they really do, and they know that they really want each other. But it is a great anime. It's got romance, it's got action, it's got adventure, it's got comedy. It's got a lot of great things that I like in an anime. I would compare it to Yu Yu Hakusho as well, one of my other favorite animes, but I'll put a spotlight on that later. Have a great day, YouTube, and I hope you enjoy.